Yeah. Look. Check my approach, I'm never doing the most. I coach, call plays, then we doing a toast. I boast, never had to play the field. It's easy to trap, easy to steal, destroy, not too easy to build. Taking care of your kids, now that right there, I swear, definition of real. Lace up your spirit, never run out. Longest night ever ended when she pushed my son out. You bozos, I gotta question your choice. My son first words, Dad, I'm impressed with his voice. How can I stress when I'm blessed and I'm poised? These owl sharpers tripping over they words. Mess up the respect for you boys. Dead beats, y'all some throwaways. It seems like your idols grew to have nothing to show today. So we made a show to make older niggas our protege. Hey, it's your lucky day. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
Yeah, we back.
Man, welcome back to another episode.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dad AF show.
Yes.
The Dad is Fuck show.
Yes.
We're all grown. You can curse if you want to.
If you want to, do as you please.
I'm your host, Sizzle Cells.
James Rich here. Let's go, man.
All right, so today, we got a really special guest.
Mm-hmm.
I go way back with this guy,
Yes.
man. You know what I mean? So
A good friend of mine.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
an artist.
An artist, an entrepreneur.
Yep.
And
a
most
father.
importantly, he's a dad. So I ain't gonna tell you too much, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So check out my guy.
Yeah, it's your boy Lou Hefner, and I'm here with Dad as Fuck. And make sure you follow me at The Real Lou Hefner, or just Google me, whatever you want to do.
Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
Stability, strength, and guidance. You gotta be young buck because he gay. That means he's sensitive. He's not gonna do nothing crazy to my daughter, you know? Simple, that's simple, that's easy. Scarface or the Godfather? I'm really Italian, so I'm gonna go with Godfather. More morals, life lessons. Yeah, I'll give you an offer you cannot refuse, you know? If they taste like Lala, give me the Honey Nut Cheerios. Especially the way Lala looking now. I'm big on loyalty and not lying, so I'm gonna go with Tommy. Surprisingly, the princess. I'm Lou Hefner, of course I'm gonna go with the princess. Butchie from Teen Beach movie. And then I was in a movie with the dude and I was like, yo, I guess my daughter likes you, I guess, if it sounds weird. That's easy, Casino. Come with me now. A lot of morals, man. You don't want to be a ginger, you know. You don't want to be a Lester. Let's go with Neo because he's brave. He cut that shit. Shit, I got all their hairlines. Shit, I got all their hairlines in one.
Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
Welcome back to the Dad AF show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
again, I'm Sizzle Cells.
James Rich.
Next tell 6ix9ine. Nah, this is Lou Hefner. I could just call me Lou.
This is my bro at Lou Hefner, at the
Yes.
real Lou Hefner.
Yes, the real.
There are other Lou Hefners out there.
Yeah.
I made those other ones.
There are other imposters.
So,
Let's go.
A lot of people don't know, man, or they might not perceive the fact that you are actually like a father.
A dad.
A dad and a maybe.
Oh,
What does that
God,
mean?
this
Can't
episode about to get
started that
crazy.
fast?
Wait a minute.
What is that? You
What
want to
does that even
elaborate?
mean?
We gotta wait and see.
Oh.
I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
Oh, man. I think we all taking drinks.
News to me.
It's about to
y'all.
get spicy.
It's about to get crazy.
All right.
Let's get it.
All
Let's
right,
get it.
so
Chicken noodle soup.
just the go ahead.
I think you should just, I want you to let the people know a little bit about yourself, who you are, what do you do. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell them about myself. I'm a father. Sometimes when I want to be, you know, because I have to be a dad. That's my main priority. Like I had to stop my whole day this morning just to come off topic about myself. Today was the day.
Yeah.
My dad was tested.
How was it
I
tested?
like that. Well,
I
never
was
let nobody
tested.
test your dad stuff.
You know, she came crazy. She was like, Dad, I need to get out of here. Your baby mother wildin'.
Oh.
You talking crazy.
First of all, so you have a daughter.
Yes, you have a
Yes.
daughter.
How old is your daughter?
15.
She's 15.
She 15, but she
Okay.
mean.
She 15.
She
15.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
Wow, 15.
Okay.
That's a tough. Wow.
So what was her angst about today?
I had to give a real lesson on controlling your anger from a person who can't control his
That's
anger.
very interesting.
Very.
Yeah. So I said, and then as I'm telling her, I'm like, shit, I should try that.
So you feel like you're a hypocrite when you like try to give your
Nope, because she's the better me. She's the better me.
Hey, isn't that what it's always about?
That is
right?
what
We're
it's
just
always
trying to improve.
I'm gonna make sure she is the better me, and I'm gonna install these things that she needs to have in her. Like I told her, she said, "Dad, XYZ, mommy took my phone." 15, the phone is their life. They
Right.
wake up, live, sleep, and there's whoever on that phone and whatever. They got secret codes, and you know, I know all the codes. I break all the codes. So, long story short, took my phone. I said, "Listen, baby, I don't know what's going on over there, and I'm not taking sides. Never take sides.
Never, can't.
You don't know what's
You don't
going
know
on."
the story.
So that's
First of all, I'm a long distance
me-
father. She lives out.
and that's
Yeah.
the dynamic
So
that
that's
we got to
a
point
win
out.
against
So
them.
I think that's a dope point for dads who are in long distance relationships and their child. I mean,
Yeah, it is a
seriously,
long-
It just sound funny, but
I mean,
yeah,
it's the truth
really
though.
a
Your
fact.
child is not actively there. What you're saying is one way you navigate that is by never taking sides.
Never,
Yeah,
never.
I think also just so you guys are clear, so let's be a little clearer for the listeners. So how far away are you from your daughter?
3 hours, 4 hours with traffic.
Okay. Okay. And how often are you with her?
During school time, we try not to bring her out here, but she figures out a way to get here.
Oh,
She
really?
figures
So
out-
she comes to see dad.
You mean y'all figure out a way? Because I know you be scheming.
She don't.
I know
yeah,
he
yeah,
be
yeah,
scheming.
yeah.
I know.
I scheme a little bit because
A lot
she
of it.
doesn't take the bus, so
Okay.
it's either a train or plane, and she's never taken a bus. She's never done certain things, and if she's done these things, it was just to experience it.
Okay.
And that's something I'm proud of because I don't want her to go through what I
So,
went through.
so it's funny that you said, you know what I mean, like you sound like you're telling her to like control her anger. You sound like a real pacifist and whatnot.
yeah.
But we actually have a video clip of you doing your hip hop thing. 'Cause you are a recording artist
Hold
or
on.
whatever.
Let me finish the story with the phone.
Do you? Okay, finish the story with the
story.
phone, and we're gonna
Okay,
get into this.
Okay, with the phone.
Check
was-
'em.
So I told her, never let someone take something from you that can control you emotionally. So if someone's taking something from you, you need to figure out how to,
Detach yourself.
pull back, assess the situation, and then figure out another thing, especially when it comes from your mother. It's your mother giving you a direct order.
Yeah,
So
you
if
gotta
this was a
follow that.
gang, the superior is giving you a direct order.
Talking about gangs early.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So your mom's giving you, she's the biggest gang member ever.
Ironic.
Note that, police, every family court, whoever. She's the biggest gang member ever. She caught me.
What? This guy's
me.
ridiculous.
So if she takes something from you, control your anger and control yourself, because if you're calling me about a phone, how important is that?
Right.
For her, it's important, obviously.
It's important to her, but she needs to know the difference between
Yeah,
what's important and what's
exactly.
not important.
Very important.
Especially when our time is limited on the
Yes.
phone, and our time is limited when we see each other.
Yeah.
And I discuss these things with her, like, listen, we got to spend our time and make it worthwhile.
So-
Yeah.
So not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
That's exactly what
But
I'm
to
doing.
cut you off.
Come here.
Right. So you're saying that, you know what I mean, she puts too much into, you know, having her phone and being connected, right? So as a dad, right, and as an artist, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman,
I have three phones.
You have 3 phones.
Yeah.
You're often connected to social media, and I'm sure she sees you on social media, right?
Yep.
So
On her fake page.
On her fake page.
Yeah.
Does she have a real page or no?
She has a real page, but I know about the fake page. And she knows I know about the
So
fake
all
page.
right, quick,
'cause she
let's get
watches
right
Dad
to
as
it.
well.
Let's get right to it. So how do you feel about her fake page that she has one? How do you feel about that?
It's no different from music and entertainment. That falls in the entertainment category. I have to assess what I'm going to fight for. I have
Okay.
to assess all my fights, whether it's with her mom.
So wait,
whether it's
hold on
with
real
my-
quick. So she has a fake page for what? What does she do on the fake page?
Is the fake page for family?
Hell no, you know that. She
I
15.
don't know that.
I don't know which. I mean,
You gotta break it down for the
Were you
listeners.
15? Were you 15?
Yes,
I didn't
but
have social media, though.
We
No,
old, bro.
you didn't have social media,
Yeah.
but you had
We had iron.
We had
aim,
So what I'm
that
saying-
shit.
15, I had a
Right.
gun.
So what you trying to say? Oh my god.
At 15, I had a
No,
gun.
he means a cap gun. Cap gun.
At 15,
Cap gun.
at 15, I had a cap gun.
Yeah, but look,
It depends one of
but what I want to say. So what you're saying is she has a fake page where she's doing things that she probably doesn't want her parents to see.
Absolutely.
Okay, got you. Now, how do you feel about that? And hold on, and have you spoken to her about that?
No, I never speak to her about her fake page.
Why is that?
Because we speak about more important things. I assess our time together, like what's
get it.
going to be important.
I like that. So you stay like so you. I want to just clarify for you because you mentioned earlier like your time is limited with her. So your thing is, you know what? I'm not gonna waste no time on that. That's what kids do. I get it. But let's build when we got
I'd
the
rather a
time.
fake page than a gun.
I love that.
But also,
Yeah.
I think you have a different perspective on it, right? Because you are an entertainer and you might have somewhat of a persona online also, so you understand that everything on the internet isn't 100% real. So you could now I'm saying like real shit like it's not that. Like anybody that's in the entertainment
you're
is
right.
not authentically themselves
course.
in everything they post.
110%.
Like seriously,
One
like,
song isn't my entire life
right,
all
like
the time.
if you post a video of like your highlight, like anything on social media is your highlight reel, right? So
Yeah.
you understand better than anybody else that
Facts.
what your child may post is not like who they really are. So I
Yeah.
think that's dope. That you know what I mean, like that's your perspective.
Federal Agent Diaz, Detective Mike,
What's going on? Right
Workman's Comp,
now? Oh my god,
Mr. Rodriguez.
We're not airing. We're not airing this
notes.
episode.
Take
We're not
notes.
I
airing this.
don't know
Take
what's
notes.
going on.
Take notes.
He's hijacked.
Everything is fake.
He's hijacked the interview. He's hijacked the
You heard it
interview.
first.
He's hijacked the interview. I don't know what's happening.
Listen, take notes. Everything is fake.
Hello. We gonna get this. We gonna get this back in order.
We're not.
We'll get this back in
Wait,
order.
all right, listen, we're gonna stop all that noise right now. All right, so no,
We gonna get right to it. We have evidence.
Ike is a strong dad. Let's go.
We have evidence of you on the screen
perpetuating some bullshit. Wait.
perpetuating part of your life. Not 100% of your life because we know you are also a loving dad.
But let me preface this, right? I think this clip is like it's like really like it's dope. Number
So
one,
as-
wait, no.
Go ahead.
I think it's dope. Number one, right? But number two,
Freaking love this freestyle. by
I
the
love
way.
this
It's
freestyle,
amazing,
right?
by the
But
way.
Appreciate
I
that.
think it's dope. But I think it also shows the duality of like a person, right? Because number one, you're rapping some pretty like
Aggressive.
aggressive. Oh, $5 word, egregious.
Egregious.
$5. That's a whole $5 word.
That's a
When
big
you
word.
light skin, you got to make up for it though.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, we talking about something different.
My brother darkness.
So you're having some pretty egregious things.
Okay.
But people don't realize that you have your daughter in the video with you. And I think that's dope that, you know what I mean? Like you spent that quality time. You shot a whole video with you and your daughter. So we're going to pull this clip up and
Yeah, we're gonna break it down.
and we're going to talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Let's watch this little clip.
Let's watch this.
They tried to hurt me. I really love it, started gangsta style.
Greedy boy, come to your crib, slide in your rib. Ain't nothing worse, you got beef and they body your kid. And the fake gon' hate when you tell them the truth and try to explain theyself when you show them the proof. Situation go down, I'm letting you know now. I use your kid as a vest like I'm Nino Brown. And if I'm looking at your shorty, I'm thinking it's snack time. She know I'm worth a ticket, she knowing I'm that fine. Diamonds from Mongolia, staring at my shine. No bottle, straight cups, you standing on that line. Jacket was looking cloudy, it's looking like mine clear. Where they put the money, I pop up like I'm here. Now your shorty want clothes and shoes, she trying to trick me. But I'm from a different world. Listen, Whitley took the beat, put it on. This crazy ass straight jacket, took your girl, put it on in the Apple. I'm Mac and sneak a girl on the side, then lace them, that's where the hoes go. You fake boy, you lying, you would, that's why your nose grow. And I don't play no celebrity games. Stay in your celebrity lane. For your mom, read the paper, celebrity slain. And I don't need a handout, and I ain't got my hand out. Hard work and dedication, showing what a man about. Fuck 20.
Yeah, man.
Bars.
So that clip right there, like I said, man, I think it's dope for multiple reasons, right? I think number one is dope because there was some bars in there. Like,
It's dope.
know what I mean?
Fire.
Number two is dope because it shows the duality of like being a dad and a, you know what I mean, like an entertainer at the same time. And number three, don't you cut me off on my show.
The dad came out of this.
Yeah, I mean, and number three is it's like you're showing like quality time, like you spending quality time with your daughter. So my question for you, right?
Shoot.
And don't interrupt me at any time.
Yeah, stop.
So I just want to
Break down some
I just
of
want
these
to break
lyrics.
down these lyrics
First. Break 'em
that
down.
was here. Greedy boy.
Go ahead.
This is not funny.
Read it.
Greedy boy come to your rib, slide in your rib.
Yes.
Ain't nothing worse. You got beef, then they body your kid.
Nothing worse than that.
And the fake gonna hate when you tell them the truth and try to explain themselves when you show them the proof. And now this next line, I thought it was very interesting.
Go ahead.
Situation goes down. I am letting you know now. I will use your kid as a vest, like I am Nino Brown.
We saw that. I saw that movie. And you know, I actually liked Nino until that scene. I was like, damn, I can't.
So
Nino
the crazy
after
thing
that.
is you have these lines in the song, and then your daughter is also in the
the
video.
song.
Her mom was mad. Her mom was extremely mad.
Why?
Her mom wants me to be more tasteful with how and where I present my child.
Okay. How do you? Did you feel her? You feel her on that?
Yeah, you agree
How
with
did you
her,
feel?
or you think like that's just you doing your thing? How you do it?
My daughter's mother, not my baby's mother, my daughter's mother is right to an extent, but I have to prove my case in my daughter's mother court of law. I have to tell her why.
That's so dope. You put it like that.
Why and how and what was the purpose and the reason.
So you first said she's right to an extent, and to what extent do you think she's right?
She's correct.
She's correct in how I present my daughter and how people might interpret it, because we can't think for what people are thinking.
Yeah,
They're
I got
only
that.
seeing the core. I don't bother to explain myself or apologize for anything I do. So when people see what they see,
They have their own perception of it,
and their perception is usually, oh God, he said that and did that.
and you got his daughter there.
Right there, child endangerment.
And what's your perception of it from your perspective?
From your perspective, how did you approach it?
Like, how do you see it? Like, is that like something that you feel like that's like therapeutic for you and her? Like, do you think that's like
it's
dope?
more so like I'm alerting her. I'm warning her. So
I like
when you
that
go
a
to
lot.
school and they teach you about the shooting drills and
Yeah.
the shooters in the classroom, well, I just happen to be the classroom and the shooter, so I'm gonna teach my daughter
Laughing.
what the hell is going on
Yeah.
here. Like I said, use your kid as a vest like I'm Nino Brown. Baby, they will use
It can
you.
happen. Yeah. So look,
Baby, it can happen.
bro,
Anything can happen.
I think I love the way you broke that down for multiple reasons. I'm gonna get into my own personal reasons 'cause I'm an artist as well. But what I thought that was cool is like you're alerting her like this is real life, and you're actually a living testament to this is how it happens.
Real life.
And I've been in these situations.
Real life. As harsh as that movie was,
It's real.
it was to show you.
honest.
It was to show you that this type of stuff happens. And when you least expect it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anything in life gonna happen.
Yeah.
Whether you go to Walmart and you get hit in the head and you pick up the phone and FaceTime your husband and say, "Take care of the babies." and
This is
pass
a
away.
very dark episode. I did not know this was gonna go here, guys.
No, it's
but
the
then,
reality.
no,
This
but
bad
then,
as fuck.
Dim the lights in the building. It is getting dark.
No, but I'm gonna bring the light. But there's clips of that, like or the shootings and stuff, where people are calling their loved ones. You know. But my point is that I think is dope is like you mentioned the quality time, right? So
Right.
your daughter is there with you, so we know that clearly you love your daughter.
My daughter is from the suburbs.
Yeah, and you're trying to show her that there's other stuff going on
My
out here.
daughter hears a firecracker go off, she's out.
Yeah. So look, one thing it made me think about is myself as an artist. Like a lot of people might look at me as like I've heard it before, like chauvinistic. My music is like toward the females, you know, things like that. And I think about it because my daughter's only 9 months, so she's not at a point where she's listening to my music. But I'm thinking about what is that gonna be like
That's
when I
funny
get older.
you say that. You actually said, "No, I gotta call me."
You know, but in my head, I look at it like I'm gonna be honest with my child, right? Like I think I don't want to have to lie to my daughter.
Right.
That's one thing you're never gonna do. I
Yeah.
promise you that. As a man, whether it's a boy or a girl, you're never gonna lie to your child because of the lies that were told to you. The lies that were told to you.
Yeah,
I just
that's a
wanna
good question.
say- so
because
do you
that's a
think-
question we have for you, actually.
Right. Do you
He
think
kinda
it's-
answered
so
it,
you
but-
so you don't think it's ever okay to lie to your child?
No.
Okay.
I disagree.
No.
I disagree also.
Okay, but go ahead.
You can
course.
disagree. You can disagree to agree, but
Disagree to agree. That's like a threat, right?
To lie to your child. To lie
That's
to
not
your
even like
child.
agree to disagree. To agree. Guys,
When I talk to my daughter, I
at
say,
the real shit
when
night.
I talk to my daughter, I say, listen, there's a lot of people in the world you could lie to, and you could lie. You could tell white lies, you could tell big lies, small lies, whatever. A lie's a lie.
You tell
I
black
say-
lies too.
You could tell any lie.
Because those
Any
matter.
lie. But listen. If you lie to your father, if you lie to your father, and I can't trust you, where we go from here?
I hear you.
I need you to tell me the truth so I can help you.
Do you feel like there's such a thing as lying to protect your child?
Lying to protect your child.
Is that
I
a
lied.
thing?
Yeah, of course. I lie to the police for my daughter.
Oh,
I
damn.
lie my ass off to
Okay.
the police.
No, we're talking about lying to your daughter.
To your
Never.
child.
Okay, so look,
Never.
no,
Under no
that's his
circumstance.
perspective.
All right, cool.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like certain lies you have to tell to protect your child. I
agree.
mean, I don't have one of those instances because right now my kid is only 2. So you got a 15-year-old. So my kid is only 2, and I mean, I don't personally have any situations where I could think of a lie that
But in your
would
mind,
have,
you
right.
think.
But in my mind, I could think of
How
like
long are you going to let the lie go on for? Because you're going to wait till the person's 36 and tell them your father's a murderer and a drug dealer? You're going to...
Well, listen, I'll respond to that. I mean, not that I'm not gonna talk about my dad, but what I will say is,
You can't...
all I will say is, I would say that's not the worst thing in the world because somebody that's 14 may not be able to handle certain type of information. Hold on. But when they are 25, they may have different understanding of the world and able to understand certain things differently.
So
at that age.
I think your question is different though, right? It's not whether you. I think your struggle is different. Not your question. Your struggle is different. It's not whether you lie or not. It's when do you.
I withhold...
No.
information.
I think your real thing is when do you eventually tell the truth, right?
I got a question though
do you
that
let
goes
a lie,
along with this.
right? But do you let a lie live forever, or do you at some point
That's
reveal
a good,
the truth?
Ooh,
And
that's a different question.
I think that's
like
what
that.
your thing is. Like,
so look, I want to
knowing
answer,
you
I want
personally.
to answer both those questions seriously, but I want to ask you: can you think of a time where you were on the fence? Well, I know you say you don't lie to your daughter, but let's say was there a time where you're like, "Damn, I don't really want to talk about this. This is a tough conversation."
When I was having another baby.
Okay, great. Let's talk about it.
When I was having another baby and I found out...
Explain this. What do you mean another baby? Another child with another woman that wasn't her mother? I'm assuming.
Exactly.
Okay,
Pretty much.
gotcha. Go ahead. No, continue.
when everybody sip at the same time.
You know it's about to get heavy.
Because I'm very...
There's
I'm
not even
very
nothing left in my cup.
Yo, we're gonna go viral for the tea, but
Wait, he needs another drink.
ridiculous.
Well, when I'm very prideful about being a father, and I'm very prideful about being a boyfriend. I'm very prideful when I get to that point to be a husband. I want to be the best. Just like my business, I put my best foot forward to be the best at my business. I put my best foot forward to be the best father, and I put my best foot forward when I try to do anything that I care about.
Got you.
They got a lot of feet.
So when I go, shit, nigga, caterpillar.
We are idiots. We should not have a show.
Centipede.
We're idiots.
So
We're idiots.
Centipede.
So when I'm doing what I'm doing and explaining to my daughter,
Like doing it for TV. I'm sorry. We're ridiculous. What's wrong with
They don't
us?
explain
What's
it.
wrong with us?
We're not gonna make it. We're not
Go
gonna
ahead.
when I'm explaining it to my daughter, I have to go like this. I have to assess the situation. Like, what's the severity of it? Mm-hmm. How's it gonna?
So
How's it gonna-
continue with that situation. When you were having another baby, I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
know
that's- what's
what
the
was
se-
your thought process.
What's the
and
severity
then,
of me
yeah.
telling her this?
Gotcha.
Like, and where would it take her mind? And how do I explain this to her, knowing that my principles and my morals
Yeah.
are on the
But
fence?
I think that's different because you
let's-
can't lie about that,
Let's
though.
get into it. Let's get into it. So the way that you're posing this thing, like with the morals and the principles, it sounds like it's not something that you intended to do. Like,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. The baby wasn't planned. But even the way the baby comes about.
this was like one of those Usher. Let me call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
I'm in the studio.
That was more like us. That was more like my daughter's situation. My daughter's situation
Okay.
was like
What?
that.
All right. Okay.
My
But
daughter's-
so the second situation was not planned, and then how did you find out about it?
The person had to tell me.
Mm.
And when the person had to tell me, me being prideful once again of being a father, how I hold that on that
What?
pedestal.
So wait, what was the dilemma though? Like, what was it? There's a part of this that is the dilemma.
Give us the story because we
What's the
missing
dilemma?
something.
Is the dilemma?
We missing something.
Is the dilemma that you're having a baby with another woman? Did she not like you? You weren't with her mother, right?
No, I'm not with her mother.
All right. So what's the dilemma in that?
I have a woman.
And it wasn't who the baby's coming from.
Exactly.
Gotcha. See, get to the point.
So it gets
Thank you.
So it gets spicy. It gets spicy when you do that. It gets spicy when you do that.
So what do you think? So why do you think that's a dilemma to tell your daughter? Like what part of that?
Because there was infidelity in there.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. Gotcha.
So when there's infidelity, you have to be honest with all parties.
Yeah, you don't want. So what you're saying is you would like, this is spicy because I don't want my daughter to look at me this way.
Exactly.
Or I don't. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. Gotcha.
You don't want your daughter or your wife when you do man things and you, as a man you make a mistake. Some men are hide and cower and run from it. And some men are fall into a dark place of depression and they don't know they're depressed.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to handle that, then you're gonna crumble. So what I do is I do what I always do and what I'm supposed to do. Tell the truth. So that's when it falls down to, okay, use your kid as a vest like I'm Nino Brown. Oh, you gonna lie about that? Oh, you got a situation where you having another kid outside of your relationship.
You're gonna lie about that.
You're gonna lie about that.
So what you're saying is you want to set that precedent of, look, daddy makes mistakes, but these are the mistakes I've made, and I'm being honest with you because I love you, and I want you, and I'm a stand-up guy.
If you love anybody, you're not gonna take their options away from them.
Oh, I love that.
I don't take options away from anybody. I put it on the table. So if I made a mistake,
they make the decision.
If I was big enough to make the mistake, I'm big enough to handle the repercussions.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm gonna cut you off in the middle of your little thing.
Yeah,
because
we don't want to talk about the feds.
It's the point of the show when we gotta do dads on the street. We was out here in Patterson, New Jersey, man, with my son at E is Moses. And I mean, my dad's on the street, got fake Morris, chestnut, run, Ricky, run, looking ass nigga.
Wakanda forever.
Let's do it.
Oh, so they can't hear us now, right?
Yo, it's Woo. Daddy F Show with the dads on the streets connecting the dots.
Follow me, I'm dad as fuck, I think I know the way.
What do you think is the toughest part of being a dad?
The toughest part of being a dad is when worse come to worse, far as if your kid get in trouble, or they ask you tough questions about the birds and the bees, and you got to sit there and explain that. Back up for a minute. You messing up. You got to ask about the birds and the bees, and just being life in general. You know what I mean? How we raised and how you got to raise them and everything. So it's a lot. It's hard being a parent. But
Okay, so basically, being a man and controlling everything and trying to keep everything in control is what it sounds like you're saying right now.
basically, yes.
Control everything.
Yes, you just gotta sit there. You gotta sit down. You just gotta tell them the truth. You gotta tell them, as far as a man perspective, even though you have sons and daughters, you just gotta sit there and tell them the truth. But it's harder being a dad than a mom's. I know y'all gonna hate this, but at the end of the day,
We getting controversial already. This guy.
it's just my opinion. And I know I'm entitled to that.
Okay, that's all it is. All right, so now.
Mom, you gotta stop with the auto plays. Yo, this episode is a train wreck.
This episode is bad as fuck.
This is a metaphor for dad as fuck. Because when things are just all over the place, we gotta make something of it. And this is what we do.
No.
But listen, what Tracy said, I thought was so dope. First of all, he said it's hard being a dad because he feels like at the end of the day, when everything goes wrong, the blame just comes on us. And I swear, I got a story for you, right? My wife, beautiful, amazing woman that she is. Every time things is good, everything's good, she gives me, and I love you, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or nothing. She just acts like it's a regular day in the neighborhood, another day in the neighborhood, everything's good, everything's great. As soon as something goes wrong, bro, she gonna tell me everything I've done wrong to lead up to this. Corey, this, you don't help me because Corey, my daughter's tired, and you.
That's HR. That's HR.
That's what?
That's HR.
Oh, what that mean?
Human resources.
I know it's.
Yeah, that's HR.
Nigga don't know.
You came in late. So while we at it, let me let you know. Last week we heard you didn't do this, and this week we heard you didn't do that. And we're just gonna hit. That's
They've been holding
so this is
itinerary.
So this is my thing, right? And it's really dope that you said that because it is HR, right? And I like the fact that you pointed out that every time you mess up, she points out everything you've done wrong.
Everything.
So and from a
So would
dad's
you rather
look, wait, hold on. From a dad's perspective, right? And this is the dad as fuck show, so I'm talking to you moms out there. You know what I mean?
And they watching.
So,
Shout out to y'all.
yeah,
I
shout
love
out to
y'all.
y'all.
I show a lot of love to the first episode.
Without y'all, it wouldn't be no episode. Thank you.
just know they got their pen and paper and they
That's
writing
fine.
down.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Word.
fine.
Let's do it. Let's get to it.
So my thing is this, right? If something negative happens, you can't run and broadcast that to everybody either, right? Because people really only remember like the bad stuff and like what you tell them. Because every time you do something good, they don't tell someone that you did something good.
That's a
right?
fact. Most of the time,
You know what
not.
I mean? So
Yo, shout out to Gary V. He said something dope. It's goes in the same line as that. He was like, if you take a flight, right, go somewhere, you go to Cali,
Facts.
right? When you get off that flight, no one's like, oh, good job landing.
Oh,
the
we're
flight
alive.
was good.
Facts.
I'm alive. I had good Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah,
Facts.
whatever. But if your flight's delayed 2 minutes, if they don't have no
Absolutely.
more peanuts, boys, you going fucking write HR, you writing the website, you
Absolutely.
going crazy.
People broadcast the bad stuff,
That's
and
a
I feel
fact.
like being a dad is the same thing, and not only from the perspective of your spouse, but also from the perspective of your child, right?
Oh, that's a fact.
So
You about to
that-
get deep again?
I'm saying that it's only right. It's only right.
Abyss.
You know what I
Abyss.
mean? Yeah,
Abyss.
young Abyss. Follow me at Abyss. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, though. But like, so I think it's important that as dads, we have to point these things out and explain that. Listen, everything isn't gonna be peaches and cream. I need it. It's a terrible episode. You know what I mean? But like, you gotta point out that, you know what I mean, there are gonna be bumps and bruises, and it's gonna be a rocky road, and that is a part of this trail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is a part of this experience.
It's a part of the journey.
Yeah, Lulu, like, he has something to say. He's like,
No,
doing
I'm
the
listening.
the serial killer.
When
head
I watch
dive.
this show, I listen to you. I listen to him.
That's 'cause
And
we're
I-
the hosts.
And I listen. Facts. And I listen to anybody else that's on the show
Yeah.
because I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm not perfect. You know, I withhold information from everybody.
Yeah.
Because everything's not important.
Yeah.
Same way I tell my daughter, everything doesn't deserve the energy that I give you. Everything doesn't deserve that.
You know what's so crazy? Hold on. I love that because that's exactly how I move through the world, right? And I mean, my daughter's only 9 months, but I think that's something I'm definitely gonna take into my parenting.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, because I'm like that in my relationship. It's like the negatives are the negatives, the positives are the positives. I don't get too high on the highs or too low on the lows. What's important is what I get high on.
I don't want my daughter to be surprised. I don't want her to ever be caught off guard and surprised, but I want her to be aware that things will catch you off guard and you will be surprised. So when you're caught off guard and surprised, I want you to be able to handle it. I want you to be able to handle it because
That's life.
Most women, no disrespect.
Oh man.
I'm not co-signing nothing here.
Okay.
After he said that, Sizzle Cells is not co-signing nothing.
But that's why there's fathers and that's why there's mothers and that's why there's men. You know what I'm saying? Because when times get hard, women lean on a man and they look. That's why when she's letting you know about everything that's bad going on, she's not lashing out at you. May it seem like it, but she's just bringing everything to your attention.
To the light, yeah. She's
you're
helping-
aware
she
of
helping
it.
me become better, too.
And she wants you to be strong enough to go, okay, she's relying on you. Because
But
imagine you seen
So he's saying some shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up.
Your husband break down every time. Y'all two is husbands. Husbands. So,
Husband and wives.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean husbands?
that.
Us, boys. I'm sorry. I was
Y'all
confused.
both married.
I'm sorry.
So imagine your wife come to you like, imagine your wife come to you and she like, oh, the bill says 3,000 right now, and you just crumble. Oh God, oh shit, 3,000.
I've done it.
Oh my God, baby, I can't do this. I'm about to go to the bridge right now.
I'm about to mail it
Oh,
in.
that's $13 too. I can't even go
All
to the bridge.
all jokes aside, both my knees gotta like them shits crumble over like.
No,
a
but you know,
certain
it's
price
funny
range.
because I'm not gonna lie. When he started, I was like, whoa.
Nah,
But
I get it.
I understand what he's saying, and I agree. Like, you know, we have to. She's bringing it to our attention to see if we can handle and to put us to the test because this is our job as dads, as providers.
That's why y'all were chosen, and that's why y'all married, and that's why y'all women don't step out.
So,
but look,
I want to change gears.
I want to bring it back just because I didn't get this full
I really
answer
have
from
something
you.
hilarious to say.
All right,
so so two things, right? Because y'all just did my man Tracy dirty. He just had a whole thing and we just ran off on anything. So,
no, I tried to stay in it. And
So the first thing that we're gonna talk about from Tracy's joint, and I want the viewers to please rewind that and go back to that clip of my son at Ears Moses on the street with him.
Yeah.
Ears Moses' watch was mad baggy. That thing. That joint. He needed to take a lick
So
out.
I gotta say that wasn't that as fuck. That watch isn't that as fuck.
No, the watch is dope. The extra link that he has.
Is that dad as fuck right now?
Oh my god.
That's his thing.
I think we just start a segment called like that's dad as fuck.
We
or that's
should
not
start a
dad
segment
as
and
fuck.
say, take that link out your watch. He's gonna beat me up later.
But he knows the way, because that's his way.
That sounds good. Anyway.
Right. And the second thing, the most important thing, right, that I thought Tracy said, he said that a difficult part of like him being a dad was when he has to have that conversation about the birds and the bees. That was deep. So I'm not there yet, but I also have a boy.
I feel like it's a different conversation with a boy.
Right, you have a daughter,
I'm there.
but she's 9 months, and you have a 15-year-old.
So
what's that birds and the bees conversation
So what
like?
is that?
As far as
First of all, when did it happen?
did
it happen yet?
No.
Hold on.
First of all, you're Lou Hefner.
That's what I was gonna
If
say.
you understand the reference, Lou Hefner, RP, look him up.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner, I'm sorry. Hugh Hefner, look him up, I'm sorry. This
Playboy
is Lou
mogul.
Hefner. Go ahead.
Well,
Hold on, when did it start? Did you have the conversation yet?
the conversation started. It been going on.
Cool.
Even when you don't know it's going on, it's going on.
But when did you feel like did you have one of those ones, or was it just a build up type thing?
When you see a boy in a picture.
Okay, another question. Let's go before all this happened, because she's 15, it happened already. Before she got to of age, did you have an age that you felt like, okay, I'll let her start dating at this age? Was there an age for that?
I have a question for both of you.
You didn't answer my question.
I am going to answer your question.
Okay.
But answer this one
Okay,
first.
gotcha.
What age did you lose your virginity at?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I don't even remember.
What age did you lose your virginity?
Go ahead. I got an answer for you.
Statute of limitations.
I was 15.
I think I probably was about. Oh shit! This is bad because I was in the hood. I'm doing shit I don't even remember. I didn't even like it. I was probably like 15. I was probably about that age.
I was 15 when I lost my virginity.
Maybe.
So
15, 16.
So, soon as you see a boy in a picture, and then you got to put yourself in the picture. Soon as you put life in the picture,
that's perfect.
there's
You're right.
boys in the world, so you're gonna have to prepare for that.
But I'm asking you, before you thought about that, did you come into it like? How'd you came into it like 15? You said 15, so yeah, you probably like came into it. When my daughter's about 15, that's when that's what I'm asking.
No, it was gradually like told and shown to her, even if it was indirectly.
Gotcha.
Like it's not like this. Baby, don't look at this sex scene. Don't
That's
do
what
that.
that's what I'm asking.
So what you're saying is that you never had like you never had
sex
a
talk,
rigid, like you never was like sex talk. You just always
No,
gradually like.
It was as she's getting older, as
You're
she's
gradually
moving forward, as she's getting social media, as she's watching TV, things that are out of my control, as she's seeing it, and she's watching you as a father. Your wife is watching you as a husband.
Watching your music videos.
Watching your music videos, and they're watching you.
Their
Everybody's
music
watching you.
videos. I have.
So if they're watching you, they're watching for your reaction.
Yeah,
So
they are.
once again, if you break under pressure.
Now you're a liar, you're a coward, and you don't want.
everything.
That's what you
You're
don't
everything.
want above everything else. You don't want to look that way.
For me to be a dad is like, even if I don't got it, I got it.
But look, so I got a couple of clear questions. What age would you feel like it's okay for your daughter to start dating? Is she dating now?
No.
Okay, so what age are you okay with her dating?
That's
So he thinks,
Well,
man.
yeah, so
Right?
I think-
Everything
so
was
I-
all. Hold on, everything was all flowy.
Yeah, so I think I really don't know if
Of
she's
course not.
dating.
In your
would
mind,
she-
what's a
would
good
she
age
have-
for her to start dating?
In my mind, what's a good age? Whenever she feels whenever,
Give me a number. Stop with
number,
these
never
answers.
teen.
a number.
Yeah,
Never teen.
and you can tell me why
18.
and why.
18 because I just feel like your mind is different at 18.
Okay, what do you think? What about you for your son?
What
age would you think it's okay for him to start dating?
So
Have
this
a
is my
girlfriend.
thing,
Like, hey, yo,
like-
daddy's get my girlfriend.
dating? What is dating?
That's how I am. That's
so
what
my
I'm
thing
talking
is
about.
like fucking.
What? Is that what we're talking about? He took us on another
So you think
level.
18 is
an X-rated?
You know what
podcast?
I'm saying? You can't run from
No, I'm
the
not.
inevitable.
Yeah, right.
You can't be scared of
All
that.
right, so let's clarify.
answer
Let's
to-
clarify
to-
then. Let's
okay.
clarify, because that's two different questions, bro. You gotta
You
understand
got a
that,
long way
right?
to go, and
Dating
No,
and
no.
having sex.
You
is
gotta.
two different
That's
things.
two different
As a
questions,
dad,
though. You
right.
gotta understand. That's two different questions.
Yeah.
Right. So we talking about dating. We can talk about that. The S word.
So
Go ahead.
as far as my child dating, I think that it's okay for him to start dating. You want to age? Like, you just want to age?
Yeah, and why? Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I can't give you an age, but just like developmentally,
Okay.
I want him to start dating when he understands what he's dating for.
That was my next follow-up question.
Or to be able to explain like
Hold
his be able to explain his intentions, right? So then we got two different things
That's what I was
going on.
gonna ask, like, what is going
but
on?
I wanna
What is
have,
dating?
Right, I want to have open dialogue with him. It was like, yo, dad, I like this girl. I want to take her out. Blah 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 blah. Then we gonna get into those deeper conversations, like, oh, what do you like about her? What are you looking for? Da 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 da. So I don't have an age
No,
on it.
I like that. I like that.
My whole thing is like, if he's ready, and I just want to equip him as best as possible
That's a
for him to
fact.
tackle this new thing, as
Yeah.
you would want to equip your kid with any new endeavor, right?
I'm really close to, like, I'm going off what you're saying. Like, in my head, I don't even, like you said, no age. But my thing is, what is dating to you first, right?
Facts.
Because, you know, first of all, we gotta understand the world's gonna tell our kids what these things are first, anyway, right? Like, you should have a
That's what I was
boyfriend,
saying.
blah 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 blah. But that doesn't mean they have to succumb to whatever people around
No,
them
they
tell
don't.
them, right? So if my daughter comes to me, and I'm using family of mine who have young family of mine who have mentioned these things. They 14, 15, 16. They're like, you know, I want to go to the movies I want to go on a date with this boy, right? So the question is like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're going on a date? You want to go see a movie? Like that? You go see a movie with this boy and that other girl, because y'all not going by yourself. Y'all not going 1 and 2, y'all. It's not happening.
But that
Until
comes down to
you're-
what your idea of a date is.
this is what I'm getting to,
Yeah.
right? So my thing is, on an age thing, for real, I just feel like my child shouldn't be dating until at least she's 16, 17. And I'm even kind of against that because I feel like those first 17, 18 years of her life, I really want her to be finding out who she is and finding out what her
But
goal.
how do you find out who you are if you're not interacting with other people
You
intimately?
can interact with other people. You know, on a
Intimately
date.
is
That's
the
what the
question.
dating. So I guess I'm going to
How
what
do
he
you
said.
find out
Are
who
we
you
talking
are?
about
Oh, wait. This is the
sleeping
thing that get me
together?
tight. This is the
Go
thing that get me
ahead.
tight, right?
Good question. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Number one, people have, like, when you say intimacy, people pervert the word
Sex. I
intimacy.
get what you're
Number
saying.
one,
You're right. I
You know
get what
what I
you're
mean?
saying. You're
Number
right.
two, how can you find out who you really are if you don't know what you'll do in private with somebody else?
Love
So
it.
it's like, how
Like
do you
it.
say that she has to know herself if you're restricting her?
So you know what?
From the ingredients that she needs to know herself.
I'm glad you asked that question. I'm not gonna be combative. I'm gonna change what I said. You're correct. That's not really what I mean. So I guess what I mean is I'm gonna be selfish right now. I'm gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
I
Then be
don't-
selfish.
I don't care about what she
Say that,
I
then.
don't care about
Don't-
what she wants to know about herself. I don't care
Great.
about none of that.
All right,
say
throw
something?
all that
Good
politically
question.
correct
No,
shit out
right.
the way.
I'm
then.
glad you asked
Let's
that
not be
question.
politically
Excuse
correct.
me.
Talk
So
about
glad-
it from your own
Hold
self.
on, let me
Dad
say- let me
reason.
finish
Say
this
something real
Okay.
quick. Real
Hold
quick.
on.
Let me interject.
Yeah.
Everybody could say anything
Yeah, facts.
until the fire's on that ass. You can say whatever you want. You could think Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in
Oh,
the
that's
face.
a fact. That's
a fact.
I love that quote,
So-
by the way. It's one of my
so-
favorite quotes.
So when you get punched in the face, what you gonna do?
Too, yeah. But listen,
fact.
let me finish. I told you what you're saying.
But preparation also leads to piss poor performance. So
Preparation made Mike Tyson a heavyweight champion in the world.
Yeah,
So-
niggas is saying
and
so
lack,
many
and,
P
la- and
words.
lack
So
of
this is
preparation
what-
stripped it from him.
Exactly. This is why
They talking
this is
too
why
fast.
dad is fuck is what it is. Why we preparing our kids for the reality. So then it circles all the way back to the video you showed and said this, that, and the third. Are you hiding it from her? Are you not telling
Yeah.
her? What are you doing?
So look,
Are you being
so look,
selective?
so I totally, but I think it all goes together, right? So my answer to my daughter, let me just make a hypothetical situation. And my fucking fantasy, my daughter won't date till she's 17 and knows what her career is, and we all know that's not gonna happen. We all know that. But my delusion, we all know that's not gonna happen, right? But what I do want her to know is I want her to find self-love and all of that stuff within herself before she needs to get validated by anyone else.
But
I feel
that's
like in
why-
this world,
but
hold on. I feel like in this world, a lot of, and I work with kids, so I see it, right? So kids find a lot of their self-worth in their boyfriend, in their friend, in their girlfriend. My homegirls, I got all these friends that, especially with the social media age, right? They find
She's
a lot
gonna
of that.
find self-worth in her family.
And so
That's the first mirror reflection.
so look, so
Right.
that's where I'm
Mirror
going with it, right? So where I'm
reflection.
going with it is Find self-worth in us because we're going to point you in the right direction. Now, if somebody comes into the picture and this little boy, he's a good-looking guy, you think you like him, cool. As long as he's uplifting you to be a better you outside of him, it's all good. I'm all for that. And I don't know what dating means for that 15, 16, 17-year-old, but as long as she understands it's about her and not about him, we good.
Kids are sponges. Kids are gonna soak up what they see. So therefore, it circles back to the situation with me telling her about a child coming on the way. But what did she see up until this point? She seen Daddy put on what most people didn't know. I was working in a medical facility, so I was putting on a uniform. She saw Daddy putting on a uniform, then taking the uniform off, then putting on his clothes, then going to work at the studio. Then she saw Daddy go take care of other business and other situations like movies, acting, modeling. She seen Daddy handling his obligations first. So we're our children's first view of the world. So they're gonna look at us and go, that's how my dad did it. Whether you know it or not, even fast forward when you get older, you go, damn. Yeah, Dad was really broke.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Really
I'm not gonna lie to you. This episode has gone awry. But I will tell you this. He's saying some dope shit, and you said it earlier. I really am actually learning. I've learned every week, and that's the beauty of this show to me. Is like, we all got different perspectives on things. We're all our own men in different lives, in different situations. But I just learned a lot of shit just now.
And can I just say something, just to backtrack to what you said about you know what I mean? You have to instill the self-love in your child before they could go out. I think that there's power in heartbreak and power in failing. You know what I mean?
You only learn through mistake,
right?
That's
I think dating is a huge mistake that your child has to go through, and I don't think they could ever really know themselves, regardless of what you instill in them. I don't think they could ever really know themselves until they're out there and they go through that heartbreak and they go through those failed relationships. So I just want y'all to keep an open mind of that. And it's
like that.
It's not like if you have to seek somebody else for validation, I failed you.
Yeah.
I didn't fail you. You feel like you got to do that, but when
that's human nature.
When you seek them and they fail you, how you bounce back from that? That's a testament to my parenting.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you gotta let them go out there.
You know what's crazy? You said something that's so awesome because in my
shit.
everyday, and this I think is important for our listeners. My everyday life, I'll say what you just said, right? You learn through mistakes. I'm all about do. Like even with this podcast, like I'm sure we spoke about it, and you was like, you know what? He actually mentioned this. You're like, yo, just do it, and just do it. If it fails, whatever, you move forward. And I live that. But we don't think about that when it comes to our kids sometimes because we want to protect them so much.
Your greatest failures is your greatest success.
That's a fact.
Your greatest failures is your greatest success.
I totally agree with you.
So when you have, sorry to cut you off, when you have failure, you have success because you did it.
And now you can learn from that and decide, I like that, I didn't like that, I'm gonna do it different, I'm gonna do this different. Cool. I mean, I think with dating, I think my fear is mainly about having someone have a certain level of control and influence. I think that's my thing with dating, and I'm also thinking about it in an old school sense of dating, right? You're on your own, away from your parents, that type of stuff. Old school bad shit that I shouldn't have been doing. It doesn't have to happen.
That's how your wife's husband. That's how your wife's father feels about you. Exactly. Because you have a great influence on your wife.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're a great guy. He lucked up. The father lucked up.
But that's the key, right? I'm not against the influence. It's just me being the curate. I want to curate the influence, right? I want her to be able to see the signs of, you know what? This guy's not about me. This guy doesn't care about me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want her to know. Be able to see the difference between, and that's why I don't like the word dating, because I don't need you to have a boyfriend. Have a friend. That's a male. If you like him, that's cool.
So my thing is and this is my whole perspective on parenting. I feel like as a parent, you're gonna probably do something somewhere along the line, right? Because it's like a difference in generations. You're gonna do something to screw your kid up, right?
I love that.
It's without
that's a fact.
Without
right?
a shadow of
doubt.
doubt.
Like he said, your biggest failure is biggest.
So you're gonna screw your kid up,
success.
right? So I think the testament to your quality of parenting is, do you equip them with the tools to correct however you may fuck them up? Right? Like, I know I'm gonna fuck my son up. I'm gonna tell him some stuff that's like antiquated and don't make no sense. $5 word. Antiquated,
I don't
make
know
no
what
sense.
that means. And I got a 1350 on the SAT when it was 1600.
Shameless plug. It's gonna be something that messes them up. You know what I mean? But I think that if you approach, you know what I mean, like fatherhood from like this super objective stance, like you can't help but to be subjective at times, right?
Yeah.
But if you're as objective as possible, you're gonna give them the necessary tools to kind of correct that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we got to focus on when we
I
talk
agree.
about this whole
I think
dating
even
shit
us
and everything.
bouncing back from realizing, oh shit, we fucked them up. How do we come back to that conversation?
Right.
How do we take the responsibility? Do we?
But this is what I'm saying. Like if you operate with their best interest at heart,
You're gonna
and
do
without
that.
your selfishness, right? If you could kind of try to separate that a little bit, you're gonna give them the tools that they need
always,
to be
yeah.
like, damn, that was being selfish. I know what he said, but I know what he really told me.
Yeah.
Like I'm supposed to do this, but
Yeah.
he said something out of emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna fuck them up, but give them the tools to fix
Yeah.
themselves. So we get Marv kicking us out because he got, you know what I mean? He got money to make, and we fucking him
And
up
he
right
got
now.
questions to ask me, like, no, let's
for
talk
y'all,
about
for
this.
y'all for this week's episode of
Y'all gotta stop.
You want to go first, Mr. Rich?
What was my shit again? Oh yeah. So let's,
Oh man.
y'all, listen, I'm gonna talk to the people.
Talk to the people.
Y'all gotta stop hiding y'all kids from the world. No, y'all gotta stop hiding the world from y'all kids. Y'all gotta stop, Drake ass niggas. Y'all getting me tight. Listen, first day of school just started. I don't know when y'all gonna see this, but right now we're recording it. It's like first day of school was like a couple days ago, and you see all the pictures. Everybody got kids. I never knew none of y'all got kids.
Ever.
I never knew y'all had kids.
And we gonna forget.
And I'm gonna forget because you gonna forget.
Are
And
they
that
supposed
sounds.
to tell anybody?
Well, you're telling me now on the first day of school. You don't have to, but if you're gonna do it,
Social media made people relatives.
exactly. So my point is, y'all gotta stop being parents for social media.
They father their kids for clout.
They father their kids for clout. They father their kids for clout. We gotta do that record.
Hold on. How about this? Nobody knew I had a daughter.
But I
A
still
long
didn't
time.
know. But you see what I'm saying? But you don't come out on first day of school like my daughter.
No,
Right,
I'm
like-
present at the first day of school.
That,
But this is what I'm
see, you know,
saying.
that's my point.
But you're not posting it
That's
to
my
be like,
point.
hey, look at me, I'm a dad. Like,
And let me
you
clarify.
do your dad
Let
thing
me clarify
when- how you do it.
I'm gonna take it a step further. I feel how you want to feel. Some of y'all ain't there past that day. I'm just keeping 100 with you. Like y'all was there on the first day, and then I don't know. You're not there until the next day.
They don't have humility.
So
because if they had humility,
He the worst guest ever.
He's literally the worst and the best.
Let me make
Because
history.
everything's
Let me make
everything,
history.
right?
If you don't have humility and if you're not ashamed of nothing, then you're not gonna feel that. You need to feel that. And some people need humility. Some people need to be ashamed. Some people need embarrassment in their life. If you don't
We
have these
embarrassing y'all.
things, if you don't have these embarrassments and the shame, that you have these goofy people doing goofy things.
This
a
show
You know
is
what I'm saying?
humility.
If they
Yes.
knew, if they knew shaking my ass on Instagram was gonna pop up 10 years later,
They
wouldn't
probably
shake
wouldn't have
their
did it.
ass.
That's a fact.
Because it's not embarrassment, humility, and shame. You gotta have these things.
So that is we're doing a public service.
That's a fact.
That's what we're doing.
So for me, my y'all gotta stop it is I just like, you know what I mean? Like last episode, I think I did babysitting.
Yeah.
Did
No,
I
you're
do
pushing
that?
last time. Yeah, you can't
Right.
babysit. It's
Yeah,
not
so
babysitting.
babysitting, I think that's corny. So I really just want to change the vernacular, y'all, man, and change the vocabulary altogether. So I want to just stop using like baby mama. Like I want a dad. Like even early in this episode, I noticed that my brother here said that the mother of my daughter. You know what I mean? Like what? Like a baby mother? Like as a dad? Like and
So you're saying is baby mother okay?
But it's
no, it's not. Baby mother's
Okay.
not okay, and also
Mother of
baby
my
daddy is not
Also, in the
okay.
beginning of the show, my daughter said, "You're a baby mother." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you was
but
like-
she knows that's a joke,
Right.
You know
So this is
saying?
what I'm saying though. So I think that's corny. I don't think you should refer to people as like baby mothers or baby fathers. But since this show isn't really geared towards the moms, you guys are the earth, y'all whatever. Do what y'all want, even if it's
Nigga
corny.
said
I think
whatever.
it's corny, but you know what I mean? I don't think you should, and I don't think dads should refer to themselves as baby daddies.
Yeah, that
But
sounds crazy.
But I think you stop doing that when you stop referring to the mother of your child as a baby mother, right?
Or a bitch.
Yeah, 'cause you can't do one without the
Or a
other.
bitch.
That's neither here nor
That's-
there.
that's- that's a whole nother episode.
One thing I
But
learned
my
from
thing
Shaq,
is,
one
come
thing I
on,
learned
come
from
on.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Wait.
One thing I learned from Shaquille O'Neal. Seeing better. Hold on. One thing I learned from Shaquille O'Neal, somebody say,
Nigga, no, don't tell me to hold on.
Your
Fuck
baby-
out of
your
here.
baby
Like
mother-
I was saying, man, we not doing this baby mother shit. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop that.
Y'all
Baby
gotta
mother's
stop
not-
it.
You gotta
If
stop
That's
it.
the mother
Absolutely.
of your child, call the mother of your child, call the mother of your son, the
yes.
mother of your daughter. But this baby mother, she's not a receptacle, and neither are you. So y'all gotta cut that out.
Receptacle.
Now you can
$5
talk.
word.
Okay,
You could call
receptacle.
it. You could call it whatever you want to call it. But if you don't have any meaning behind what you're calling it, you're missing the whole point. But like what Shaq said, when somebody went at Shaq was, this is what I learned from Shaq. They said to Shaq, your daughter's mother said this, that, and the third about you. He said, excuse me, I'm going to interrupt you right now. I'm not going to speak about the mother of my children. I love her. End this story.
My son did a Shaq impersonation.
That's what he did.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, that's
That
my
was
guy.
terrible.
Shout out to Shaq. He said, and when I saw that,
Yeah, that's gangster.
I take things. I take things from you all the time. See, when
And I
watch
want
you-
them back.
No, you'll never get it back. when I see you raise your child, when I see you handle your wife, when I see him raise his child and handle his wife, I go like this. I'm soaking up game as well. So as I'm soaking up game from Shaq, what he did, I was like, I'll never embarrass my daughter's mother, and and I'll never embarrass my daughter. That's why I don't allow people to tell my children, or tell my wife, or tell anybody that I love anything before I tell them.
So would that be y'all gotta stop embarrassing your children?
That's a
Stop
fact.
it. Yeah,
No,
that's
you
not
got
happening.
to,
That's
bro.
dope.
Listen, I'm gonna jump on the back of that on Facebook, on Instagram. I do not care about your marital issues. Y'all don't even be married. Y'all be like, living in, what do you call those shits when you be with somebody 7 years and then you live. What? What's it called? Tell me.
You
Shacking up. No, it's an official word. But anyway, I'm gonna get to it. A civil union, a civil union or some shit like that. But anyway,
Common law.
yeah, common law marriage and all that
and
dumb shit,
like that.
right? I don't care about it on Facebook. I don't care that you're breaking up. I don't care about none of that. Y'all should care about y'all kids and worry about that, because they're gonna be on the internet one day and see that nonsense.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Are we done?
We been done.
Done.
Super
Shout out to
done.
Nicki Minaj. She retired. You were really official. I don't know why you retired.
Correction, she didn't retire.
I know she didn't. She trying to have a baby or something. Anyway, I am a fan. We out of here though.
play the
Yo,
music.
he kicking us out. This was the worst episode
to Nicki
ever,
Minaj
but it
and
was
Baby.
also the best episode
Shout out
ever.
to Nicki
Check us
Minaj
out on
and
your
our
man,
baby.
Ashley
Our baby is
Lascelles.
back,
Cells,
Nicki.
I am James
I
Grace.
love you, Nicki.
The real Lou Hefner. This the worst episode ever.
Follow me, I'm dead as fuck. I think I know the way.